Hey there everybody, Manly Starman here. Welcome to part 12 of my Hunger Games series. In this part, I have what I think is the shortest cast of characters I have for any of these games moving forward, and that's the Disney princesses. Now, I imagine this probably isn't going to be the best performing video of this series, but I thought it was interesting, so why not? If you're curious how I made my choices, when I first came up with these ideas like a couple months ago, I found a site that listed like every official Disney princess, I think, so they're all included here, and I included some others to add more numbers to the game. Going down the line, everything seems pretty standard. First thing to call it is I made Ariel her original mermaid form just because I think it would be funny to see her flop about on land while doing this. But hey, if she ever finds a river or water source, she could definitely win. Also, the one good transparent PNG I could find of Moana includes her with the paddle, so I guess she's just gonna have that here. Here in District 7 is when we get to the end of that list I found of apparently official Disney princesses with Raya? I don't know how it's pronounced. So, to fill out the rest of the spots, I chose Elonwy from Disney's Black Cauldron. Here in District 8, I included Kaida from Atlantis, The Lost Empire. I also added in Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. And ending things off in District 9, we have both Elsa and Anna. But with all that out of the way, let's see how this goes. And as we proceed to the bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Ariel takes a sickle. Mulan takes a spear. Oh, I keep forgetting to do this. But if I had to pick a winner, I guess Mulan. I just think she'd do well in this scenario, so that's who I'm going with. Vanellope scares Merida away. Aurora snatches a pair of sais. Anna runs. Belle kills Rapunzel with her own weapon, so I guess her own hair, I guess she strangled her with it. Raya runs, that's just how I'm gonna pronounce it. Kida grabs a backpack and retreats, that's just how I'm gonna pronounce that. Pocahontas finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Ooh, that'd be perfect for her. Jasmine runs. Tiana runs. Moana runs. Elsa runs. Snow White runs. Cinderella runs. And Elonwy, I guess that's how I'm going to pronounce that, grabs a sword. I hope she doesn't stick around long, because her name is impossible to pronounce. And I refuse to pull up a clip to find out how it's pronounced properly, so... Day 1. Elonwy, Anna, Snow White, and Elsa raid Merida's camp while she is hunting. Tiana sees smoke, but decides not to investigate. Ariel questions her sanity. Vanellope and Aurora hunt for other tributes. Raya and Kida work together for the day. Pocahontas tries to sleep through the entire day. Moana injures herself. Belle receives clean water. Mulan constructs a shack. Jasmine picks flowers. And Cinderella sees smoke but doesn't investigate. Only one cannon shot for the first day. Night 1. Belle climbs a tree to rest. Elsa receives clean water. Mulan loses sight of where she is. Aurora and Cinderella talk about the tribute still alive. Raya goes to sleep. Elonwy and Tiana hold hands. I can't help but laugh. I'm not pronouncing that right at all, am I? Jasmine and Pocahontas run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Snow White, Kida, and Ariel cheerfully sing songs together. Anna and Moana huddle for warmth. And Merida and Vanellope sleep in shifts. Day 2. Anna is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Moana constructs a shack. Pocahontas questions her sanity. Cinderella receives clean water. Belle receives medical supplies. Aurora overpowers Ariel, killing her. Aw, she never made it to the water. Raya attacks Snow White, but she manages to escape. Merida makes a slingshot. Elonwy goes hunting. Kida, Jasmine, Vanellope, and Tiana hunt for other tributes. Mulan receives clean water. And Elsa searches for firewood. Just another single death. Night 2. Mulan thinks about home. Snow White and Elonwy sleep in shifts. Tiana receives clean water. Belle sees a fire but stays hidden. Kita and Cinderella huddle for warmth. Raya stays awake all night. Anna and Vanellope hold hands. Pocahontas, Jasmine, and Aurora cheerfully sing songs together. Elsa thinks about home. Moana thinks about home. And Merida quietly hums. Are we going to continue the streak of today? There's going to be another single death. Day 3. Aurora receives medical supplies. Raya questions her sanity. Moana, Pocahontas, Merida, Vanellope, and Snow White hunt for other tributes. Cinderella picks flowers. Belle goes hunting. Mulan defeats Eowyn in a fight but spares her life. Anna travels to higher ground. Elsa chases Jasmine. Tiana hunts for other tributes. And Kita fishes. A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. Oh, this will help call the numbers. Kita survives. Eowyn survives. Merida knocks Vanellope unconscious and leaves her there as bait. Cinderella, Snow White, Aurora, Mulan, Jasmine all survive. Moana slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. Anna survives. Elsa survives. Belle slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. Tiana and Raya run out of places to run and are stung to death. And Pocahontas survives. 5 cannon shots all from that one event. Night 3. Mulan begs for Eowyn to kill her. She refuses, keeping Mulan alive. Elsa tries to treat her infection. Snow White sees a fire but stays hidden. Jasmine destroys Pocahontas' supplies while she is asleep. Cinderella climbs a tree to rest. Merida and Anna hold hands. And Aurora tends to Kita's wounds. Day 4. Kita, Elsa, Snow White, Pocahontas, and Jasmine hunt for other tributes. Cinderella sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Aurora and Mulan hunt for other tributes. Merida and Anna split up to search for resources. And Eowyn discovers a cave. Again with another event. These seem so... Well, obviously it's random, so I'm just surprised how consistently they can sometimes show up and then just be absent for days at a time. Wolf mutts are let loose in the arena. Cinderella survives. Pocahontas pushes Kita into a pack of wolf mutts. Merida, Elsa, Eowyn, Mulan, Aurora, Snow White, Anna, and Jasmine all survive. Really, only one death from that event. That's surprising. Night 4. Merida begs for Snow White to kill her. She refuses, keeping Merida alive. Cinderella passes out from exhaustion. Jasmine screams for help. Aurora tries to sing herself to sleep. Pretty ironic considering she's the sleeping beauty. Anna and Elsa run into each other and decide to truce. Makes sense. Eowyn, Mulan, and Pocahontas cheerfully sing songs together. Day 5. Pocahontas fishes. Elsa receives clean water. Jasmine sees smoke but decides not to investigate. Snow White constructs a shack. Mulan goes hunting. Anna makes a wooden spear. Eowyn sees smoke rising but decides not to investigate. Merida receives an explosive. Aurora explores the arena. And Cinderella tries to sleep through the entire day. No cannon shots that day. Night 5. Snow White convinces Mulan to snuggle with her. Jasmine, Pocahontas, Aurora, Cinderella, and Merida sleep in shifts. Elsa defeats Eowyn in a fight, but spares her life. And Anna attempts to climb a tree, but falls to her death. The Feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Elsa doesn't go. Eowyn kills Mulan for her supplies. Man, there goes my pick into someone who I can't even pronounce the name of. Pocahontas doesn't go. Cinderella doesn't go. Merida and Snow White decide to work together to get more supplies. Jasmine doesn't go. And Aurora dies from an infection. Day 6. Merida practices her archery, indeed she does. Jasmine runs from Snow White. Cinderella searches for a water source. Elsa poisons a lawn-weed drink. She drinks it and dies. And Pocahontas tries to spearfish with a trident. 4 cannon shots. Night 6. Elsa receives an explosive. Merida and Pocahontas tell stories about themselves to each other. Oh, they can be little archery buddies. Snow White tries to sing herself to sleep. And Jasmine and Cinderella hold hands. Day 7. Cinderella is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Snow White collects fruit from a tree. Jasmine picks flowers. Merida and Pocahontas split up to search for resources. Oh, so they did become archery buddies. And Elsa receives an explosive. No cannon shots. Jasmine receives clean water. Elsa tends to her wounds. Pocahontas is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Snow White begs for Cinderella to kill her. She refuses, keeping Snow White alive. And Merida attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Day 8. Merida fishes. Elsa constructs a shack. Cinderella searches for firewood. Pocahontas discovers a cave. And Snow White decapitates Jasmine with a sword. And another event. You see what I mean? Like, sometimes a game will just have a million events all in one, and then other games will have none at all. Acidic rain pours down on the arena. Merida, Snow White, Elsa, everyone survives. So that was pointless. 1 cannon shot for Jasmine. Night 8. Elsa tends to her wounds, again. Pocahontas climbs a tree to rest. Cinderella climbs a tree to rest. Merida quietly hums. And Snow White receives fresh food. Wow, this game has been going for a while. Day 9. Elsa and Cinderella hunt for other tributes. Snow White scares Pocahontas off. And Merida cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Final 4 time. Night 9. Snow White and Cinderella run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Elsa screams for help. And Pocahontas loses sight of where she is. Day 10. Snow White hunts for other tributes. Pocahontas collects fruit from a tree. Elsa sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. And Cinderella questions her sanity. No cannon shots again. Night 10. Snow White, Elsa, Cinderella, and Pocahontas tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Day 11. Cinderella defeats Snow White in a fight but spares her life. Elsa fishes, and Pocahontas dies from hypothermia. Maybe she was sitting next to Elsa trying to fish, and then and Elsa just happens to look over and sees that Pocahontas has frozen to death. 1 cannon shot. Night 11. Elsa cooks her food before putting her fire out. Snow White stays awake all night. And Cinderella dies trying to escape the arena. Final 2 time. Who's it gonna be? Elsa sets Snow White on fire with a Molotov. Pretty ironic, but with 2 cannon shots, Elsa is the winner. Which I guess makes a pretty good amount of sense if you think about it. Let's see, she won with 2 kills, and everyone else only ever got 1 kill apparently. Well, that was a thing. Well, you can join me here next time, where we'll be delving back into the Pokemon series. This time around, seeing which category of either legendary or mythical Pokemon is the best. See you guys then.